Yep, I'll try my best.
We actually had a viewer tell us that they want the third podcast to be specifically in the Southern accent.
They did not.
They did.
Did somebody say that? No way.
Imagine I convinced you to do this whole thing in the Southern accent.
You can try to convince me all day long.
That's
I'm not doing that.
Welcome back to the CINO Legacy Podcast, where cryptocurrency meets private aviation. This podcast is all about building financial wealth and CINO Token. If you haven't heard about CINO Token, check out CINOtoken.com. It's a brand new cryptocurrency designed for private aviation, but not only private aviation. I would suggest checking out the white papers, learn about the team, what we're doing. It's still in its infancy. Mm-hmm. We're sitting at about a stable 4 to 5 cents right now.
Right in that range.
It's very stable. You know, it overperformed in the beginning, went all the way up to 22 cents, came back down. People saw a lot of money, a lot of growth. Market cap's about 50 mil right now. Mm-hmm. And check it out. This is definitely a long-term project. We're taking this thing to $1. You don't want to miss the second wave.
Definitely not.
And in every episode, we also give out giveaways. So in today's episode, we're giving out $100 worth of CINO token. Listen for the riddle in the middle of the episode. And yeah, just be the first to comment and we'll reach out to you or you reach out to us. And bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you download that Phantom wallet, though, because that's how we send it. We're on a decentralized exchange. We will be listed on Coinbase in due time. Stay tuned for that.
Yep, we are working on that goal diligently.
Yes, and we also have some really good news. Ryan, you're in communication now with some famous TikToker in the crypto space. So
we've just put our deposit down with one of our marketing pushes. Mm-hmm. We have a video being created right now for their TikTok viewers. They have 1.5 million viewers in the South and Central America area. And it's going to be pushed for long-term investors. Yeah. So fingers crossed. I mean,
I was checking out that guy's TikTok too.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. He's professional. He offered to meet up at the Singapore convention. I can't make Singapore.
We got to go to Singapore.
I can't make it.
We have to.
I cannot make Singapore. But he's going to be there. He's heavily involved in the crypto industry, in crypto community. Mm-hmm. I feel really good about his videos. He's really the only guy that was able to show me where his videos overlaid on the time frame of the charts of the projects that he worked with, which was impressive. Nobody else has been able to do that.
Oh, really?
Everybody just promises you things with no guarantee, no backup, no nothing. And even when, because 99% of the people out there are scammers. They're trying to rob you. They're trying to, right? So when I mentioned about the payment, I said, hey, is there a payment structure or anything? I could just send you this amount of money and you can ghost me or whatever. And his response was, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. He said, if you're worried about ghosting, maybe this is not the right fit. You should go look somewhere else. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. Immediately you're like,
I'm like, all right, this guy, he sounds like me. Yeah. No, he sounds like me. Like, I'm like, all right, okay. And then he followed up. He goes, I have a reputation just like you, and I'm not willing to blow it on a couple $1,000. So I was like, awesome.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. So we just signed that. They're working on their part of the video. He's going to be reviewing the token and the whole project. He's going to hit me up with some questions and stuff like that. And then we're going to come up with something. He's going to send me the rough draft, and then.
So what does this mean for CINO?
I mean, it's exposure to another 1.5 million people. We have 18,000, almost 18,000 on TikTok, and we had a whole bunch on X, and I think when we got on with CoinStore, they kind of botted us with followers, which I don't appreciate because there's a huge rise and huge drop in followers, which I'm not. I don't want store-bought followers. I want organic people that follow the project.
Exactly.
So we have a bunch on TikTok. We have a bunch on X. We have a small, strong community on Facebook, which I adore. Mm-hmm. But that's nowhere near, that's maybe 25,000 people.
Yeah. Even if you could convince maybe like 5%.
I'm thinking 1%. It
1%
still far exceeds what the exposure is that we have. And this TikToker seems to have a great community. People listen to him. He's legitimate. He doesn't. From what I understand, he doesn't push garbage. The project has to fit his narrative, his reputation, or else he's not going to push it. So I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this push, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We need exposure. We need trading volume. We need all that to get us onto Coinbase, which is my ultimate goal, to get on Coinbase.
Yeah.
So, that's Coinbase, where we're at. That's,
here we come.
I mean, I told you I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. We are throwing tons of marketing money at this project. We are still investing in this project. Yesterday, I put some money in because it's a dip. I'm going to get in. So I bought a couple thousand yesterday.
Just like that. Boom.
I mean,
a couple grand.
That's just how it is, just like that. So, but I've been continuously investing in the project since day one. It's not like I bought coins originally and I'm just sitting back and trying to live off the labor of everybody else. I haven't sold anything. It's not my game.
Well, CINO's true purpose isn't even in full circulation yet.
No, definitely not.
That's going to be the breaking point.
Definitely not. I do have that Professional Aviation Maintenance Association golf outing.
Can't wait for that.
On September 22nd. It's a Monday. It's in Northern New Jersey, one of the golf clubs. I don't even remember what the golf club is.
Stay tuned for that content, though. That's going to be
good. We're going to record that, and we're going to and show you what that's all about. I ordered a bunch of swag to give out, and so we're going to get aviation people asking and answering questions about this token and how it can benefit their flight departments and their operations. So this should definitely help on the corporate side.
That's what we need.
The chart has been good for the last couple of months, in my opinion. I think it's been great, hanging around 4 or 5 cents. I don't want to see big swings when I'm trying to propose to a stable coin. So I mean, I think we're in a good position where our ducks are lining up in a row. I never said this was a quick project. This is not a quick, fast, get rich quick scheme.
Great things take time.
Absolutely. So. Aviation's a huge industry, multi-billion-dollar a year industry, and I want if you are trading in crypto, I want you to be able to trade in dollars and C notes synonymously, one or the other. So that's where we're headed. That's where we're going. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna take this to the moon.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
beyond the moon.
To the moon, and then I'll kick the goalpost down the road a little bit.
And for the people in the comments saying scam, I was
gonna say, whatever. Like, I'm not even paying attention to you.
Listen, you little motherfuckers got to go read the white papers on the website, CINOtoken.com. Don't pass that up. There's a real project right here.
Yeah, we're past all the people saying scam, rug pull. Like we've graduated from that. If you're just looking now, and you're saying scam, man, you got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Come on, we're past that already.
All right, for the crypto beginners, there are some terms that not a lot of people are familiar with, but we often hear them. Market cap. All right, so I'm going to explain this as if I'm explaining it to a 5th grader. Think of a market cap like a scoreboard of a crypto. It's just the price of the token times the total amount of tokens. So if CINO is worth 5 cents right now and there's a billion tokens, $50 million market cap.
Correct.
Just like that.
Correct. Yeah, it's kind of like your popularity score compared to other tokens, right? Low price, lots of tokens, and that total amount of tokens minted. It doesn't include tokens that are locked or not yet released. So it's just the total amount of tokens available now, based on the price. It's kind of like what the potential of this business is worth.
I see.
Right. It's like a scoreboard compared to all the other ones.
I see. And then liquidity pool. We all hear that term. Imagine a pool of money sitting on an exchange, CINO plus Solana. When people buy or sell, the pool lets the trade happen instantly. The bigger the pool, the smoother and less jumpy the price is. Why this matters. More holders and more liquidity equals more stability, more trust, and more chance for real-world adoption.
Absolutely. So if you look on Dex Screener and you look at, I just asked this question. I just went to the website, the support for the website, because I see on Dex Screener where it shows liquidity, there's a green band around it with a lock sign. So, and it shows that we're not locked. But when I went to the support, I'm like, hey, I thought our liquidity was locked. What's going on? He goes, yeah, it is locked. We lock at 100%, so developers and stuff can't take all the liquidity out of the token. Okay. It's a safety protocol. So we are 100% locked. And some of the development team have also contributed money. So when you do liquidity pool, there's always a pair, right? So there's CINO and Solana is our pair.
Yeah.
So at one point, I put in $50,000 worth of Solana and CINO into the liquidity pool, and that just helps the trading happen. It makes the buys and sells less effective on the chart because there's more. Let's say there's more liquidity in
Like
in
more
the market.
ocean. Like
There's
within,
more
like, the,
ocean. Yeah.
within,
Well,
like, the
there's
waves
more.
or
There's
something?
more money in the pot.
Yeah.
To make individual transfers.
I see.
So, people can also, if you don't want to buy the coin, or you do have to buy the coin, but if you want to take it out, let's say take it out of the market, you could also invest in the liquidity pool, which you are buying Solana and or CINO in an equal amount, putting in a liquidity pool. As the price of CINO still goes up or down, yours still does it, but it doesn't affect the chart. Liquidity pool additions don't affect the chart. You don't see it as a buy or a sell. You see it as, if you look at Deck Screener and you look every week or so, you'll see me add to the liquidity pool.
Yeah.
It'll show up as add, and that's somebody putting into the liquidity pool.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So if you look at the chart, like all the transaction history,
Right.
and you see add, that's putting into liquidity pool.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's actually me putting into liquidity pool every week, from the merchandise sales or the website that we created the token on. I get a little bit, 0.01% of all the trades. That money, that developer fee or whatever that I get kicked back to me, that I put that back into liquidity pool. I haven't taken a penny out of this.
that's a good business
token.
owner right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing this for the money.
Yeah.
It's not my goal.
Long-term reputation.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I do want to do the introduction over because I forgot to do the free giveaway.
Okay.
Because we do have a question.
Yep.
All right, so I'm actually going to do that question now, and then we'll redo that, and then we'll come back to mind-blowing. Well, actually, we'll do the introduction at the very end.
Okay.
And we'll do some mind-blowing aviation facts.
Great.
All right, so the secret riddle of the day for $150 in CINO?
Sure.
Or should we do 100?
Let's do it as 100. We'll
Okay,
start
all
as
right.
100.
All right.
We'll keep it as 100 now until we start growing, and then as we grow and people subscribe and
Okay.
like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
follow,
Yeah, we'll get more.
the prizes will get bigger.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so today's riddle is around aviation. And if you get this right, this is $100 worth of CINO token. Make sure you comment it. The first person to comment correctly wins the $100. We'll reach out to you. We'll reach out to us. All right, so I am worth $90,000 each. There's 4 of me on a jet. And without me, you'll never stop. What am I?
Oh, I've said that before.
Yeah?
I've mentioned that.
Yeah, you have. I know.
Absolutely.
Exactly. All right, let us know in the comments.
What am I?
What am I? All right, let's get right into aviation. Mr. CINO, you've been in the aviation industry for about 25 plus years.
Yeah, my whole adult life.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so I got some mind-blowing aviation facts. I want to see if you know any of these, and if you'd like to expand on them, please do. All right, number 1, owning a private jet isn't just a fancy purchase. Annual upkeep can be 8 to 10% of the jet's price. So if you just bought a $10 million jet, expect to spend roughly $800,000 to $1 million every year just to maintain it. That's not counting fuel, pilot salaries, or insurance.
I knew that.
You
yeah,
did?
yeah. With fuel,
That's crazy.
Yeah, annual cost of operating, crew, fuel, catering, hangar, maintenance. You right around the borderline for a larger jet in the $3 million a year arena.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So
What the hell are those people doing?
they use those jets as a tool.
Yeah,
Like a
I
mechanic
understand.
uses a wrench in his toolbox as a tool. He has to buy the tool, and hopefully that tool makes him money. The same is used with a private jet.
I see.
It's literally a time machine.
That's crazy.
It's a time machine. Yeah.
How far? All right, so like, what would be the difference? Like, if you're flying commercially from New York to Italy, let's say it's like a 6-7 hour flight.
And so Teterboro to Italy to Rome is approximately an 8-hour flight.
Commercially.
Both. So
what about on a jet?
we fly about the same speed. We airliners and commercial airplanes fly roughly, give or take 100 miles an hour, right?
Okay.
We fly about the same speed. However, if by owning the private jet, when you're done with your meeting, you get on your jet and you leave. With an airline, you have to go to the airport. You have to get through security. You have to wait for your flight. You have to be checked in 2 hours or 3 hours ahead of time.
All that
So there's a lot of
BS.
there's a lot of logistics on both ends of commercial travel, which private travelers don't suffer from.
I see.
If you're on a private jet and you're going between stops, your team is with you in a private area. You can't be looking to make, $1 billion deal, talking about that deal with the guy next to you and not having people around you overhear what you're saying. On a private jet, you're in a sound bubble. Nobody's listening.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of features to business that private aviation solves that you just physically can't do on commercial aviation.
Right.
You can sleep, you can rest, you can change clothes, you can have access to your luggage, where you can't really do that on a commercial jet.
I see.
So,
I see. That's really cool. All right, number 2, mass demand surge across the globe. The private jet market is booming, projected to hit nearly $40 billion in 2025, up from about $25.8 billion in 2021. That's a huge jump. The U.S. leads with 75% ownership of business jets, by far the most dominant market globally. Wow, ownership of private jets in the U.S. leading with a 75% difference.
So yes, over the last 10 years, we have seen lots of manufacturers producing lots of new jets. And they are larger, and we're seeing them more and more jets being sold. Conversely, we are having a shortage of maintenance personnel. We have a shortage of pilots, ground staff. It's very hard to fill that void now of more airplane owners, not enough people to do the work around the airplanes.
Wow.
So, I mean,
holy shit.
Look it up. You can see that there's definitely, even the commercial airlines are having a shortage of maintenance professionals and pilots.
Yeah.
So it's both two good fields to get into.
Yeah.
If you're kind of lost and
not know what to do.
yeah, I mean,
aviation.
It's a good field.
Right,
anything you want in life, you can find at the airport.
Yeah, you always say that.
Yep.
Number 3, jet charters cost more than some ask. Private jet charters rates range from $1,500 to $15,000 per hour, depending on the aircraft type and route. What's that mean exactly, private jet charter?
So private jet charter is, I own an airplane, and when I'm not using it, I can offer it up to a charter company who pretty much brokers go out there and they get their black books and they say, and you want to take a flight, you don't have enough, you're not in a position to own an airplane.
Okay.
But you want to fly private from, let's say, Teterboro to the Bahamas. So you'd want to charter. It's like an Uber, but with airplanes, right? So airplanes work on hours, right? We do maintenance by hours used, how many landings, and calendar items. Every month these items can do. So hourly. So anywhere from $1,500 for a small jet to $15,000 an hour of flight. So that's flight hour. So if it takes 2.5 hours to go from Teterboro to the Bahamas, you pay 2.5 hours there. Then you have a decision. I think the market still says you either pay 4 hours a day for the airplane to sit there and wait for you, or you pay for it to come back. So 2.5 hours there, and so your flight is 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out how to get back. So you'll pay that again. So
Okay, I see.
yeah, different charter companies have different rules and do different things.
I see.
Everybody runs their business a little differently. So I'm not going to speak for charter companies. I don't own a charter company. I do maintenance for charter companies.
Okay.
But I'm not involved in the charter business.
Okay.
Right.
I see.
So I'm not going to speak for their business plans, and because I'll get hit in the comments from that's not how it works. Whatever.
Screw you.
Those guys can speak for themselves.
Just a random question.
Yep.
That just came to mind. So as an aviation mechanic, what's one of the most difficult jobs that you've endured, like fixing a jet or a plane?
Oof. That's
Like, what's it like when somebody brings their jet to you and you're like, fuck, this is going to suck? Like, what's like the toughest?
I don't really have that. The toughest part is timing it. Like we could be busting our ass all week long and somebody brings a jet in on Friday night at 8 p.m. and we're all ready to go home for the weekend or whatever, and then nope, we're working. Because we don't get the opportunity of saying, no, we're not going to fix your airplane. Because if we say, no, we're not going to fix your airplane, then they're going to go find somebody to fix their airplane, and then they're never going to call it. Yeah, so you don't get to do that. So that's the hardest part, is trying to staff for the need.
Yeah.
And it's very fluid. Sometimes you work every Thursday and Friday, late.
Yeah.
And then some Thursdays and Fridays, there's nothing going on. And you have guys sitting around doing nothing. So it's very hard to staff for that.
Okay, so you do technical work on airplanes at RAMS. What does RAMS stand for?
Rapid Aircraft Maintenance Services.
Okay, you guys have a good reputation at Teterboro?
I feel like we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been around for over 20 years, and we put out quality work, and absolutely, yeah.
Especially now that you guys are accepting CINO Token at a 10% discount.
We do offer a 10% discount.
It's fucking awesome.
And we do accept it, absolutely.
All right, number 4, aviation powers economies everywhere. Business aviation contributes a massive $150 billion to the U.S. economy and supports 1.2 million jobs in sectors like maintenance, manufacturing, and operations. That's a big fucking number.
It's a huge industry. Like, this is not...
This ain't child's play.
No, but like if you're trying to compare... Think about all the auto manufacturers and people who are involved in auto manufacturing, right? The factory workers who build the cars, the technicians who fix the cars, the salespeople who sell them,
right,
the dealership owners who own the buildings, the truck drivers who transport the cars around.
Yeah. Business aviation contributes a massive $150 billion to the U.S. economy and supports 1.2 million jobs in sectors like maintenance, manufacturing, and operations.
Absolutely. I mean, the global economy relies heavily on aviation. Packages and goods get shipped all over the world via aviation.
Yeah, UPS, FedEx, right?
All those regular aviation cargo companies. The commercial space ships people around the world nonstop every day. Private aviation offers businessmen and business people the ability to hit lots of central airports around industrial centers where commercial aviation airports don't allow that.
Okay.
So, yes, the industry it's a global industry. World economies depend on it. And the logistics behind those industry, right? Behind that industry, maintenance people, manufacturing, fueling, baggage, catering, you name it. There's another industry that supports aviation in one way, shape, or form. It's tires, right? Goodyear, Michelin, they all make airplane tires, right? So the tire industry relies on airplanes. Like it just goes so far, you know? So yeah, absolutely. The world economy depends on aviation. Absolutely. And CINO's going to be involved in all of that.
Yeah. All right, so as a private aviation mechanic, you're going to like this one. Used like taxis, yet highly polluting. Private jet flights have increased 50% since 2019, with many short flights under 50 kilometers like jet taxiing. In fact, emissions from private jets in 2023 exceeded the total annual emissions of Tanzania's 60 million people. Pretty wild, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is. Listen, airplanes do produce emissions more than, let's say, somebody's car. There's fewer airplanes than there are cars. And let's not focus on airplane emissions when we need to focus on countries who have no regulations or very little regulations on their industrial complex.
Shout out India.
China.
Right.
Like, you can put any country's name in there.
Even industrial animal farming here in America.
It happens.
That emits a lot of emissions.
The United States I think, is the top 3 emissions producer in the world. But we also have the top industrial complex. So you have to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. And if for me to sit here and complain or argue about jet emissions, I don't have the knowledge or the resources or the technology to make a green engine. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Elon Musk, have at it. There's your next idea. Yeah. Boeing, GE, Rolls-Royce, all you engine manufacturers, come up with a green engine. Or fuel companies, come up with a better fuel that produces less emissions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where the answers are. Me and you arguing about emissions, we can't do anything about it. It's out of our realm to fix that problem. Yeah. There's other people out there who can solve that problem. It's not me. Yeah. So I'm not going to argue about it.
Okay.
Have I seen in the last 25 years jet engine technology advance to the point where I can tell the emissions are much lower? Yes. Right? We used to have engines 25 years ago that are covered in black soot and are filthy dirty, and now you hardly see any of that. So I know they're working on it.
Yeah.
Let's keep working on it.
Yeah.
Let's keep working. But you can't say, oh, they produce so much emissions that we can't have airplanes. The world would collapse without the aviation industry. Yeah. So come on, let's be realistic here.
More emissions, fewer taxes. Though private jet travelers create 10 times more emissions per person than commercial flyers, they pay less to support aviation infrastructure. Just 2% of what funds the FAA compared to 7.5% from commercial airline passengers.
I do believe that, because you have an airplane that's flying around producing emissions far less than a commercial airplane, but holding far less people than a commercial airplane. Do I agree with your statement? No. Do you remember we spoke about taxes in a previous video, and about how just because it's not called a tax doesn't mean it's not a tax? The private airplane owner pays for all the fuel that he uses. Let's say he uses 4,000 gallons of fuel to get to LA. He pays for all that. He pays $8 a gallon. I'm sure half, if not more, of that $8 per gallon is a fuel tax. Everybody's paying their fair share of taxes. Whether you agree, whether you sit on the left side or the right side or the far left or far right, I don't care. I don't care where you sit. Everybody's paying their fair share of taxes, and the only people that are winning are the people who are collecting taxes. They're the ones getting all the money, and they're not giving it back to us the right way. So
that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Everybody's paying their fair share. There's definitely money being spent to infrastructure and advancement. Yeah. It's happening. So come on. You're talking you're talking decimal points over here compared to the big scene.
Jet rentals are exploding. Post-pandemic, private jet rentals have doubled, with increases even in places like Australia, where domestic private jet travel rose 28%. Innovations like fractional ownership, subscriptions, and empty leg deals are making it accessible to a wider crowd. What's empty leg mean?
Empty legs are, let's say you charter an airplane from New York to the Bahamas.
Okay.
That airplane goes down to the Bahamas, and one of two things is going to happen. And I'm not in the charter industry. I don't broker airplanes, so I don't know exactly how all the minutia works in there. But normally, if you chartered one way, you would either have to pay for the airplane to stay 4 hours a day or something while you're there to take you back, or you would pay for the return flight. So if charter companies are saying, well, we're losing business and we don't want to do that. Yeah. So they're sitting in the Bahamas and they'll put up an ad saying, hey, I've got an airplane going from Bahamas to their next trip, which might be out of Chicago. Yeah. So that's considered an empty leg. They don't want to move the airplane from the Bahamas to Chicago for their next their revenue flight. Right. So they'll offer up seats available to get people that want to go from Bahamas to Chicago. Okay. So empty leg travel is pretty much trying to use the airplane, put people on board so they're not flying the airplane empty.
Okay.
That's empty leg travel. Okay. Because private airplanes fly whenever they want, and they land whenever they want, and when they land is when we get to work on them. So If it comes at 8 o'clock at night, we're staying.
Shit.
You know, it's tough. It's tough balancing family life and social time.
And this is a 24/7-hour business. That's the
Absolutely.
thing, you know?
Absolutely. Have
you ever been home and you got a call from somebody and they're like,
have I ever? That weekly.
Really? And we got a jet. We need you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So either I find somebody or I go, or somebody's going to take care of it. You know, it happened this weekend on Sunday. We had an issue, whatever. I had a guy come back in at 2 o'clock in the morning. He took care of the job, and plane made the trip at 4:30 in the morning. And,
Wow.
you know, we did it. So that's what we do.
That's intensive.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
So like even personally, like, you know, Friday afternoon, how's your day looking? My wife will tell, how's your day looking? Oh, it's looking good or whatever. I should be out of here on time. Sure, you will. You know, because Fridays are tough. She's like, what do you want to do tonight? And I'm like, oh, it's Friday night. What do you want to do? I said, you know, Fridays are tough. You know, 10 minutes before I leave, I can get stuck here for another couple hours.
Right.
So we've tried not to make plans. And if we do make plans, they're very flexible. Like, what are you guys doing tonight? If we can make it, we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Don't base your plans on us, but we'll join you if we can, kind of thing. Because Fridays,
I see.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We got the free giveaway question,
Go
riddle
ahead.
for the day.
Great riddle.
All right, here we go. I am worth $90,000 each. There's 4 of me on a jet, and without me, you'll never stop. What am I?
What am I?
We covered this in a previous episode.
We have. I did speak about it. So great riddle. Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's going to work awesome.
We're going to keep them coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comment away. Send me your Phantom Wallet address. Mm-hmm. I'll make sure you get your CINO tokens.
Every episode we did it.
Every episode so far.
We're consistent.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Check out www.cinotoken.com. Read the white pages. See what we're doing. See what this is all about.
Yeah. Check out the socials. Watch some of the older videos. We've been putting videos out for 5 or 6 months now.
Since
and
April.
Yeah, since April. There's a lot of information out there about the business, about me, about my thought process, about where I want to go. Mm-hmm. Please do your research, learn about the project, come with us or watch us.
Yeah. And go download Phantom Wallet and just check out CINO. Check out the chart.
It's
see
a
what
great
it's
investment.
Doing.
Invest in yourself, pay yourself first.
It's pretty easy to get to.
So
wait for Coinbase as well.
yeah, Coinbase is coming. Diligently coming. Did we lose the part where I talked about you don't have to be a aviation company?
I would do it again.
So I just wanted to add that CINO token, which is the private aviation finance token, is not just for private aviation companies. I've been asked a few times, and I just got my first commitment letter from Fine Landscapes, which is a landscaping company in northern New Jersey. He approached the owner of that company, Andrew, approached me and says, "I'd like to accept CINO token for some work, goods and services. How do I do it?" And I said, "Well, you can sign this commitment letter saying that you're willing, and all it is saying that you're willing to accept it. We get the letter back. We put your information up on the website. And now we have another business who is willing to accept CINO in exchange for goods and services. Mm-hmm. You can be an electrician, HVAC tech, auto mechanic, motorcycle repair, pressure washing company. If you are willing to accept cryptocurrency in exchange for goods and services, you create utility. You create a value. People who own the token, who don't want to sell it, maybe are willing to trade that token for goods and services that you provide. It's a community. It's community-based. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
If you're interested, go to the website, www.cinotoken.com, fill out the commitment form and send it back in. We'll list your company name on the website and start accepting it. Start investing in yourself, investing in your company. It's a great way. It's almost like the barter system.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, to get away from the dollar. You know, I wouldn't take exclusive CINO token. Maybe take half payment or partial payment, or maybe just for certain tasks.
Too. Yeah.
Down payment. Whatever works for your business, go for it.
Yep.
So
I think everybody who's holding right now at this 4 cent mark, we're pretty fucking solid.
absolutely. But I'm sure there's people out there who want to use it for projects or some repairs, and if you're not willing to buy or you're not interested in buying, but you're willing to trade some hours a day, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day if you're working on cars or a bike or something like that, and say, oh, I'll spend 2 hours a day accepting CINO on that labor. The rest I'll pay my bills with. Whatever. You guys run your businesses the way you want, but CINO token is available for anybody to trade and use as for goods and services.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yep, absolutely. I think you can reach them at finelandscapes LLC@gmail.com.
Oh yeah.
Owner's name is Andrew. Great guy.
Fucking A.
Yeah, let's
That's
do
awesome.
it. So,
all right, but guys, make sure you tune in the next episode next week. We do these weekly. There's always free giveaways. Go buy yourself some CINO token. Invest in yourself. Invest in your future.
absolutely.
Michael Farnolo, this is Ryan Cino, the man.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate everything you guys have done. Keep it coming. Thank you very much.
And we'll see you guys.
Bye-bye.